How are you guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. We're still under Mechanotechnics N4. And then if it's your first time watching my video, please do not forget to subscribe and like and share this video to your fellow classmates. Alright, we've given these are belt drives. So we've given question 3, which is the papers written. It was written in August, if I'm not mistaken. It was written July 2025, whereby it's August. All right. All right. We've given this question 3. Then are we together? Says the flat belt. We have given the flat belt. So we just follow. We've given the flat belt here. A felt belt that is 10 millimeter thick. This is our thickness. We have the thickness joint two pulley, right? Joint what? Two pulleys there. Joint two pulleys. The driver pulley has a diameter of 250 millimeter driver pulley, and then is driven by 10 kilowatts electrical motor at the speed of 1000 rpm. That means this kilowatts, we know what is measured in what is power, right? You are given power. Then the driven pulley, it has a diameter of 600 millimeter. Then says calculate the following. 3.1, the speed of the driven pulley in rest per minute. The speed of what? Of a driven pulley. We want the speed of a driven pulley. All right, that is what you're supposed to know. We know we are dealing with this kind of thing. If you've forgotten, if you're dealing with your pulleys like this, you know, we'll have some belt there that will connect. All right, so we've given 3.3.1. Here we have 3.1. Okay, this is 3.1 only. What are we given? We know them, or we can simply formulate our data. And we can have our data. What are we given there? We've given the diameter there of the diameter of the pulley. Okay, because we've given the thickness, let me start with the thickness. We have our thickness here. The thickness there is 10 millimeter. We have our thickness, which is 10 millimeter. Then joined with two pulley with a diameter. We have the pulley, the driver pulley has a diameter of 250. We have the diameter there. That I think this is a small diameter. Yes, we have the small d diameter there, which is 250 millimeter, and the big diameter is 600 millimeter. We have that, and when we've given the speed there, okay, let me just say we have a power of 10 kilowatts, and then we've given the speed of the pool, which is n 1000 rests per minute, rpm. All right, this is what we have so far. Now what they said, we should calculate the speed driven, the speed of a driven pulley in rests per minute. That is what we're supposed to determine now. All right, no problem with this data. We can have now our 3.1. We want that the speed. So what we're supposed to know, if we want the speed, you can make a ratio, or you can know that the velocity of a big pulley, let me just say big pulley or large pulley, must be equal to the velocity of the small pulley. We know this velocity is given by, we know this relationship pi d Remember dn, we divide this by 60. We know this relationship, obvious, of the big pulley. This must be equals to pi d of the small pulley and the speed divided by 60. We know this relationship, isn't it? So we know this, isn't it? We know this relationship. But then my question, since you have a thickness, remember, if you have a thickness, then your diameters, you have to add in each of the diameter, you have to add the thickness. Now we'll have what? Effective diameter. You're supposed to have effective diameter like 250 plus that thickness there, which is 10. This will be 260 millimeter. Also you add 10 there. This is our effective diameter, 600 plus 10. This will give us 610 millimeter. It's what is important. You're supposed to add the thickness always. Once you forget to add the thickness, then you'll be wrong. Alright, that means all of these will be our effective diameter for the big pulley, effective diameter for the what? Small pulley. Alright, you know maths, pi and pi will cancel. What is the same? And 60 and 60 will cancel, mathematical. So here we'll simply left with d, e, n of the big pulley, of the large pulley. I can simply just say L like this to indicate that it's a speed of the large pulley multiplied by small d, effective diameter, multiplied by the speed of the small one. I can simply say S like this. Alright, this is what we have, this ratio now. Now what does the question say? It says calculate what? The speed of the driven pulley. You check what are we given there of the driven pulley. But you can see there we have given, it says here, if you read, the driver pulley has a diameter of this and check here, is driven by a 10 kilowatts electrical motor at the speed. You see the driver has the speed here, is driven there. We have a driven there, which has we have the speed there. So you realize they will have the speed. The small pool will have the speed. The driven will have what? We have our driven there. We have the speed for the driven. Are we together? So that the speed that we'll have then, which is 1000. All's fine, but what do we want? As we want the speed, this speed of the large pool, we can simply divide by d. If want the speed of the large pool, this will be dE multiplied by d. This is a small pool, you'll divide this by effective diameter of the big pool. This is what we're supposed to have our formula here. So we can simply have the speed of the large pulley. So we have this now, the speed. So we see here is the formula. Now we're supposed to use that. We have effective diameter of the small pulley. What will be that effective diameter then? We've seen this is 2, here is 260. So you have 260 multiply. Remember, if the check the SI units, you see it's what? It's in millimeter. That means everything I substitute in millimeter. If you use meters, remember you can use this to be in meter. Well, this will be in meter, will be simply 0.610 like this in meter. But everything you have to convert. If you are using meters, you must convert everything. You understand? You must convert everything. It must be, your SI units must be the same. Also, the thickness here, we're supposed to convert it. We divide by 1000 to be in meter if you want to use it in meter. So I'll simply just substitute. I won't convert it to be in meter. I'll just use it in millimeter because the SI units are the same. It's what it's important. There, okay, right. We have 260 here, the small thing. Then what the speed we've given, remember it's 1000 of the small pool here. This it's 1000. We have 1000. Then we're supposed to divide this by the effective diameter of what? Of the large pool. DE, big D is this one here, 610. We have 610. This is what it is. We can punch this on our calculator. So we'll have to punch that. We can punch that now. So what do we have here? We have 260 multiplied by 100 by 1000, sorry. Then you divide this by 610. Then what will be the answer? You see we got the speed of this will be what? 426 comma we have there two then you round it. If you round this, you see is 9.5. So if you round this, will affect, when you round this, it will affect that 9. This 9 will affect these 2. So this will simply equals to what? This will simply equals to what? This will be, if you check 2 comma 3, because if you check, this will be affected there. This will be affected. This 5 will affect this 9. This 9 will affect this 2. Then we'll make it to be what? To be will affect it, will make it to become 3. So obvious, this must be in reps per minute. Reps per minute. This is what we have there in reps per minute. Now we took care of that. All right, that is what we have there. You can do that so quickly. I was just explaining. So we have 3.2. 3.2 says now here the velocity of the belt. We want the velocity of the belt, of this belt, of the belt, the velocity of the belt. All right, we want V. How can we get the velocity of the belt? All right, so we can have our 3.2. We want the velocity of the belt. We know that the velocity of the belt is given by pi, we can say dE multiplied by n divided by 60. All right, you can use, remember, here you can use any pulley if you want. You can use the big pulley, or you can even use this pi, doesn't matter, dE multiplied by n divided by 60. Remember this, you can use n, you can use effective diameter of the small pulley or effective diameter of the big pulley, but use its speed. Here is the speed of the big pulley. This one is 1000. Okay, you can just calculate both of them. You'll see the answer will be the same. Pi divided by effective diameter of this. We know that diameter does what? It's 610. 610 there. We have 610 multiplied by the speed of the big pool is this one that we have just calculated now, 26,23. Then you divide this by 60. You'll check. We come here. We can use this one again. Pi. You can use n. You simply have to choose. Okay. Then you have this diameter. The small diameter. The what was that diameter? Here is 2. It was here 270. We have 260. Effective diameter there is 260. The speed, it was 1000. Its speed, then divide this by 60. Let's see what we will get. All right, so let's see what we will get. we have there shift must have pi like that, multiply by mm, multiply by 610. All right, multiply by what is this, 4462 comma 23. All right, then we should divide these by 60. Let's see what we'll have there. Let's see what we'll have there. We have to divide this by 60. You see what we have now here, because okay, why? Because the speed, remember, is measured in meters per second, so it will be important to convert this. We cannot substitute this in millimeter, cannot be millimeters per second, so we have to substitute this, we have to convert this to be in meter. All right, that's it. That is what is important there. Remember, if we can convert, if we can change that there, let me just say, remember it's measured in meters per second, isn't it? With pi will be 0.61, 10 like this, multiply by that, is that time we multiply by that speed of 426,23 and divide this by 60. It's important also this will simply equalsly will be 0.26, right? Yeah, because it's measured in meters per second. So here I don't know why I substituted this as it does, but if you can check, um, pi multiply by, since it is the speed, it must be 0.6 like that, must be in meter, the diameter, so that we'll have meters per second anyways. All right, multiply by 426,23, then we divide this guy by 60. Let's check what we'll obtain. So we have here 13.614. Obviously must be in meters per second. It's important. Also, let's try and verify this one. You can use n, it's up to you. You can come and verify yourself here. You can use any diameter. If you can check there, pi multiply by 0.26, let's say you've used this diameter, the speed of that, it was simply 1000. to divide this by 60. Let's check what we'll have. See, still we've obtained the same value. As you can see, it's 13.614 meters per second. This is the one in the same thing. You understand that it's one in the same thing. So that is it in this typical video. That is it. So thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the notification button so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video.